Johnny Rotten, born John Lydon, has long been a defiant voice in punk rock, a figure who challenged norms, spoke harsh truths, and never bowed to public expectation. But behind his sharp tongue and anti-establishment stance lies a deeply human story filled with heartbreak, emotional weight, and more recent devastating developments that have shaken even his most loyal fans. While many remember him for igniting a cultural revolution with the Sex Pistols and later with public image Lotide, Lydon's personal life has often been far more painful and private than his public persona suggests. In recent years, Johnny has faced one of the most soul-crushing experiences imaginable, watching the woman he loves slowly disappear before his eyes. For over 4 decades, he was devoted to his wife, Nora Forster, a German publishing heiress and music promoter. Their bond was unshakable, one of punk's most surprising and enduring love stories. But Nora was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease, and rather than delegate her care to others, Lydon took it upon himself to become her full-time caregiver. This marked a turning point in his life, shifting him from the punk provocateur to a man trying to preserve the dignity and memory of the person he cherished most. The struggle to care for someone with Alzheimer's is grueling, and Lydon has spoken openly about the emotional and physical toll it took on him, calling it the most difficult battle he's ever faced. The once loud, rebellious voice of punk found himself in a quiet war, fighting for every moment of clarity and connection with his wife. He described watching her slip away, piece by piece, as a long goodbye, an experience that left him emotionally exhausted and spiritually battered. Then, in April 2023, came the devastating news that Nora had passed away. Her death left Lydon shattered. Fans who had followed his journey expressed an outpouring of grief and admiration, not just for the loss, but for the devotion he had shown in her final years. It was a side of Johnny Rotten the world rarely saw, a man stripped, of sarcasm, vulnerability exposed, mourning a love that transcended the chaos of his youth. In interviews following her passing, Lydon revealed the deep emotional scars the experience left behind. He spoke about the silence that filled his home, the painful stillness after years of music, conversation, and care. And though he tried to throw himself back into music and touring, those close to him say he has struggled to find meaning without Nora by his side. The man who once screamed anthems of rebellion now lives with a quiet, devastating grief that even time may not fully mend. His story today is no longer just one of punk resistance, but of enduring love, loss, and the painful reality of mortality. For fans who once saw Johnny Rotten as a symbol of youthful defiance, this chapter of his life serves as a reminder that even icons are human. And sometimes, the greatest battles aren't fought on stage. They're fought in the stillness of a home, in the silence left behind by someone you loved more than words could ever express.